Give me just a second, ladies and gentlemen, and we will begin! So this is just a silly little stream I was picking up recently. Especially when I took a look at some of these achievements on my own, and I'm just like, what? What do you mean? Why is this even an achievement? How are people supposed to be able to do this? So, why don't we take a look at some of the PS4 games and Steam games, if I have time, and see just exactly how silly some of these achievements are. Welcome, Boiglings. I am the expert of experts, the master of disaster, the one and only Boig, here, Sonoma Gastrola. And why don't we take a look by starting all the way back here. So, Final Fantasy VII Remake, also, spoiler, there will probably be spoilers for people who have not done these games. So, I'll keep that in mind. So, Final Fantasy VII Remake didn't really have that many insane achievements, as far as I remember. I mean, you can see when I last played this. I think this was the first PS4 game I played. Actually, was Final Fantasy VII Remake, so that was 5 years ago. Actually, looking at this, it's been exactly 5 years ago, almost. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? It's been almost exactly 5 years. I could not have timed this any better. But yeah, a lot of these is just, let's finish the chapters. And I think there was, what, 18 chapters? So you do all 18 chapters. That's not very difficult to do. You win a fight. Not very hard. You should be able to win a fight. Like, a lot of these stuffs are not very difficult. Because a lot of this is just gonna happen throughout the game. Like, free-bound enemy. You're gonna have someone get captured at some point. Stagger an enemy. You're gonna have to stagger the enemy in order to do damage. Weapons proficiency. This is gonna happen if you want to learn, abilities. So a lot of these, not very hard. This one might be a little bit hard for some people, because this minigame can be, can definitely be something. Anyone remember this minigame? Nice screenshot. That is a pretty cool screenshot, though. But yeah, this particular trophy is, it's very dependent on how well you're able to move in the minigame. And sometimes it's very hard to tell when things are gonna hit you. Sometimes. Not very often. I don't think it's very hard myself, obviously. The dart minigame is a little bit harder. I'm gonna be real, this minigame right here was kind of a thing. Because you basically had to almost do it perfectly. And with how unsteady Cloud's hand is, and how touchy the aiming is, this one was definitely a rough one. By far. The Chocobo Moogle one is just a little bit obnoxious because of the time limit. I think you have to do the time limit fight in order to get this. I know the more you fail the time limit fight, the easier the fights get. But it's still a little bit aggravating. This one isn't really super hard. This one involves having, like, Cloud and Barret time there, actually, do you have to do it with both Cloud and Barret, or is it just Barret? You gotta time it, no, you gotta do it with Cloud and Barret. And you gotta time it with Tifa's, buttons. This one can be a little bit tricky if you have, like, no reaction time. Because it does get faster. You got 2 different buttons, you gotta go at 2 different directions. It can be a little bit, rough. The Whack-A-Box! Oh boy, the Whack-A-Box. This is probably some people's... Anyone remember the Whack-A-Box minigame? Anyone remember this stupid minigame? It's even worse in Rebirth. Yes, they brought this back in Rebirth. It's even worse there. I don't know why they love that minigame, but this game was kinda, this one's not hard. I think you get this one automatically, so... To be a summon, you're gonna do that eventually. The squat challenges. The freaking squat challenges, dude. I'm trying to think. This one was always pattern-based. But I think... I know they brought this back in Rebirth. Because of course they did. They bring a lot of things back. Was it similar to the squat team minigame in Crisis Core? And I think it changed the, yeah, there was some times where you had to, like, mask a button to continue on, and sometimes you open mask a button and it just, you know, counts that as hitting the button afterwards. And it got very frustrating, especially when you had to deal with jewels. Freaking jewels, dude. And this one was a pain in the butt. So, this is like a 5-minute minigame or something like that, where you gotta time your buttons at the right time and all of that. It's kind of like, I guess you could say it's kind of like DDR. It's not like DDR, but it's like DDR. You know, something like that, or like, it's a rhythm-based game, is basically all it is. But sometimes the camera's not very nice, and perspective is a bitch. Just put it lightly. Also, man, when you look at these graphics, like, this is honestly really good. Like, I'm not really a big graphics person, but like, this is pretty graphics. It really is. I say that as I'm, you know, staring at Cloud, and I'm saying that Cloud is pretty. Please do not take that out of context. But I mean, look at them eyes. Those are some really good looking eyes. Also, the eyebrows are very, very good too. Now, when they start doing things like, oh, let's render each individual core and stuff like that, I think that's a little too much. You don't need to go that detailed with the graphics. But like, this is still, like, really, really good. I'm supposed to be talking about achievements, not the graphics. This one you're gonna be doing automatically. Oh yeah, this one. So, this is the mini game where you have to get all of the dresses. There are 9 of them. You saw the one after this one, right? Where you have to get all 9 of them. So what that means is, the first time through, you're gonna want to make sure you keep track of which 3 you got. Because you're gonna have to replay this entire chapter at bare minimum 2 more times. And this is a long chapter. This was the longest one to get in the game. And I think this was my final achievement to get to. Because of just how long and tedious it was. Because I had to be like, okay, what do I do? What do I need to do? And get the other dresses. Also, I like Aerith's dress a lot. It's a very nice dress for Aerith. Unlike, you know, this one. I mean, it's not a bad dress, but like, you know, I prefer the red one more. Personally. And then you get Whack-A-Box on hard. Oh boy! Did you like Whack-A-Box? Guess what? We're gonna do all the Whack-A-Box on the hardest difficulty. it was not fun. I couldn't get all the pull-up challenges. Oh boy, this was also not very fun. I think this one required you to do specific side quests. I don't remember how you get this one. I think this one is... I don't know if you can miss any of the Johnny events. You might... I think you just miss this. I mean, you can't really permanently miss anything in this game because of chapter select. But it's very easy to miss some of the Johnny stuff. And then this one is just complete all quests. So basically, do all the quests in all the towns before moving on in the game. This one could be a little bit tricky depending on which quest you have difficulty with. Which we'll see later on. And this one was honestly a little rough. I think there was a couple that were like, what? How am I supposed to know this is where this was? Level 50, I think level 50 is max level, which, I mean, that's not very hard to do. If you play through the game on normal difficulty, and then play on hard difficulty, then you're gonna get level 50 easily. This one was a hard one. So, as you can see, the best person for getting 300% is Hiva. Hiva and Aerith combined are your best ways of getting the 300% stagger. You gotta break them. Aerith uses Ray of Judgment, I believe, and Hiva uses I don't remember what the move is for Hiva anymore, but there's one that, like, builds the stagger with Hiva, and you want to build that real quick. And you have a very limited amount of time. As you can see, I was at 3 cores when I got this, but sometimes I never even got the 3 core mark, or I never got anywhere near 300% by this time. It was a bit of a pain in the butt. The Battle in Hell... This one is a little bit of a pain in the butt, because some of the Battle in Hells are silly. I think you have to do all of the special fights. I think one of them, you do it in the Center headquarters for one of them. Weapon abilities, that's not hard if you know where to find all the weapons. Enemy skills is a little bit weird. Because there's a way of knowing where the enemy skill is, but you have to use intel to find them. And if I recall, there's only like 5 or 6 enemy skills in this game. There's not that many enemy skills. And if I'm to be honest, if I recall, none of the enemy skills were even worth using, like, at all. Unlike, like, every other Final Fantasy game where blue magic is viable, unless it's like Final Fantasy X, but I mean, even FFN has uses. I don't see any use of blue magic in this game, like, whatsoever. To be a Malboro, I believe this is one of the special battles in the virtual fights in the Simra headquarters. They would totally send the Malboro up for rebirth. Again, there's the Pride and Joy fight. So this fight is very, very difficult. You can only access this on hard mode. And in order to do this, you have to fight in order, in one of these order, Fat Chocobo, Shiva, Ifrit, Leviathan, and then Bahamut. And then you fight this guy, so you got 6 fights in a row. You cannot use items in any of these fights. You don't restore MP in between fights, well, no, I think you can, but not very much. This fight was difficult. And as you can see, if you're Final Fantasy VII savvy, you know that this guy is the Proud Clog. It's just a tiny version of a Proud Clog too. So they were definitely building this up for later in the series. Probably for part 3. They're probably going to make this much bigger in part 3 because it was giant in part 3. If they shrink it down to this size, that's kind of hilarious. And then finally, complete all chapters on hard difficulties. I don't know if this if I recall, I don't know if you have to do every single chapter on hard. I think you can do the final chapter on hard, and when you finish that, you'll get this. But I mean, if you beat normal difficulty, you'll probably want to redo the entire game on hard anyways, just so you get all your levels and stuff. So, I mean, if you like the game, do it on hard difficulty. In all honesty, the game is not super difficult outside of a couple fights. It's really not. The hardest part I had was at the Sector 7 plate. Because you had only Cloud. And Cloud, I kept dying so much. It got so frustrating for me. It got exceptionally frustrating. And as you can see, I start here on the 7th, and I finished by the 18th. So it took me 11 days to platinum this game. 11 days. Keep that in mind. It took me, 7... Bro, did it really take me 7... Guys, I beat the game in 7 days. I beat Final Fantasy VII Remake in 7 days. What is the irony there? So after beating it in 7 days, it took 4 days to get the rest of the trophies. So it's not a very hard game to platinum. This is probably one of the easier games to platinum. So if I were to give this a rating, if I were to follow like Maximilian Duke and his range system where the range don't matter at all, like platinuming this game, I would give like a 4 out of 10. Like, it's not hard to do. There's a couple difficult stuff, especially if you're not good with like mini games. But for me, I would give him a 4 out of 10 in terms of difficulty. It's not super difficult. Ignore this game. This was from when I was playing with Downstroyer many years ago. So, Kingdom Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts 3. Note what day I started. Note when I finished it. It took, how long did it take me to do Final Fantasy VII Remake again? It took me 11 days for Final Fantasy VII Remake. It took me, like, almost a month for Kingdom Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts 3, I'm gonna tell you right now, is probably an 8 out of 10 for difficulty. Because this game, oh my god, this game has some really nutty stuff in terms of difficulty. So, let's take a look. A lot of these are just going for the story, which are what all of these are. So I start on the 16th, right? So I start at August 16, and I finished on the 26th. So it took me 10 days to beat the game. Keep that in mind. It took me 10 days to beat the game. And this is over, you know, like... this was back when I was doing it every other day. Short game, long game, short game, long game. So technically, it took about a couple weeks to do because of me doing it that way. Assuming there wasn't any breaks in between. So the game itself isn't super hard to beat outside of a couple fights. Now, keep in mind, I did do this on, I almost said lunatic difficulty. This is not ho-ho. I did not do this on lunatic difficulty. Give me a second, let me put this right over here. So, I did this on... what's it called? Critical mode. That's what it's called. So I did all of this on critical mode. And... playing a Kingdom Hearts game on critical mode is kind of nutty on its own. For a lot of reasons. It makes things a lot more difficult. It makes things a lot more frustrating. Because of said difficulty. Because things will murder you. And it makes some fights, like Skull... oh my god, Skull. Do we talk about Skull, anyone? I think Skull was the most angry I've been in a game for a long time at this point. Outside the Smash. Skull took me, I think, literally 2 days to beat. Because I just, like, that fight's just dumb. Like, Skull is honestly the dumbest Kingdom Hearts fight, I feel, in the series. Out of the regular fights. Like, I can't think of many bosses in the Kingdom Hearts series that was as dumb as that fight. Lucky Emblems. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how you're supposed to find these lucky emblems without a guide. I think I'll look at a guide for this. Because I'm just like... where's Stargate? Alright, give me a second, I'll be right back. I gotta take care of a couple things. Alright, I am back. Give me just a second. Alright, so what were we talking about? Yes, the lucky emblems. The lucky emblems are, again, I don't know how you're supposed to find it without a guide. That's how I feel about some of the stuff in this game. It's like, okay, this is just a guy nab it moment. Which is something you don't really see it very much in modern games, I feel, compared to older games. But this was such a guy darn it moment. And this just sucked. The adversaries. Was this just fight every enemy? Yeah, this was just find every enemy in the game. And get them in your journal. Because that's always fun, right? Find every single enemy in the game. And this is just find all the treasures, find all the synthesis, or do all the synthesis, do all the mini games. Yeah, there's a lot of things here. Like, the mini games are always the worst thing at Kingdom Hearts. Like, tell me anyone who liked playing every single mini game in a Kingdom Hearts game. There are some in each one that nobody likes. There's the ice cream one in Birth by Sleep. That sucked. There's I don't remember all the mini games here. What was this one? I think it's just setting all kinds of records, actually, like distance bowling or things like that. Some of these are just, like, weird, and it's just, why? Why are these just achievements? Grand Magic, I believe, is where you get, the highest level of a spell. So, like, you see Gundasa, which, I forget how you get the highest level of magic. Sora can do it too, so. There's Gundasa, there's Marasa. So, it's funny that we have the Saw level of spells, because, like, here, 5? Because in the Final Fantasy series, that doesn't exist. You go up to Za, so it's like Fire, Fyra, Fyraga, Fyraja. There's no Fyrasa in the FF series, so it's interesting that Kingdom Hearts has that. You should be able to get this one easily. You should be able to get this one easily, and this one. Defeat X amount of enemies. If you're going for all of the achievements, you're gonna be getting these, like, very, very easily. Because you're gonna be grinding for, like, 50 million things. Like, you're probably grinding for enemies, or grinding for materials. You're gonna be finding a lot of enemies, I'm just saying. The Fantastic 7, these missions kinda suck. And I don't ever want to see it ever again. You just gummy sip here, what? The gummy sip. The freaking gummy sip. So here's all the gummy sip stuff, I think. So, they did a little something different with the gummy sip in this game compared to other Kingdom Hearts. Where it's kind of like free roam. It's like a free roam, but, you also have, like, boss fights that you can get into. And, overall, it was kind of cool, but at the same time, it was like, I just want to go to the next world. I don't want to just randomly get into a boss fight trying to get to a world, you know? So you can find 20 different treasures. This is not that hard. You just, like, blow up a whole bunch of, like, asteroids and stuff, and you'll eventually get it. And this one just find the freaking constellation. Also, I like how we have Omega. What are the odds that the screenshot I have here is going to be of Omega? Of all the screenshots I could have, I'm gonna have the one for Omega. Really? Ah! Almost said the wrong thing there. That's just irony at its finest. Yep, I'm just gonna have Omega. Again, I think this was like the super boss. Yeah, I think this was the super boss that, is based off of, another game? I'm not sure what game this guy was based off of, but he's from, like, somewhere else. And then this minigame. Oh my god, this minigame. This game was a pain in the butt to get the points on. I feel like Kingdom Hearts 3 has some of the worst minigames of the whole series. I'm gonna be real. I feel like this game had the worst minigames in the series. The festival games? Oh, this one is it's like a rhythm game with Rapunzel. This one took a little bit to get to because it's like the timing on stuff was kinda hard. Frozen Slider sucked. Oh my god, I hated doing this minigame. This minigame was not a fun minigame. Flash Tracer? Is this the one where you have to pick up a whole bunch of, orbs? I actually don't remember what Gaia Tracer is. Because this is in San Francisco, so... Oh, so what a name, San Francisco. Let's just combine San Francisco with Tokyo. I would not have thought of that, honestly. If I recall, this one was kinda hard, too. Fully power up the Leviathan. What was the Leviathan? Oh, right. This. You know, I don't think I ever beat the Super Boss ship. I'm thinking about, I don't know if I ever beat that Super Boss ship. Sync enemy ships. You're gonna be doing that while leveling that up. And then there's photo. You have 50 photos. Which, I mean... You're gonna be taking 50 photos anyways while trying to find, while trying to find, what's it called? Like, stupid emblems. Collect every type of ingredient. You know how there's some games that, like, do busy work? This is one of those games that, like, make you do busy work. Back in all of those, back in all of those, ingredients took a lot of time. Because there's very specific spots that you have to find each ingredient. And you have to find each ingredient in different worlds. So, if you're missing an ingredient in a specific world, have fun finding out where it is. Just have fun. Have fun. This one is... This... Oh, God. This minigame... Do you see which minigame was probably one of the worst minigames here? Do you see which part of this minigame was probably one of the worst ones? Getting an excellent on every single one of these is a nightmare. You're probably gonna save scum, so you don't have to go out and get the ingredients again, and again, and again, and again. And there's a lot of, cuisines you gotta, you know, do. So, getting an excellent on every single one is gonna be a pain. Like, even if you're good with, rhythm games or stuff like that, This is still gonna be a pain to do. This one's not too hard. Like the classic Kingdom stuff, get a high score in one of them. It's just one of them, not super difficult. Now getting a high score in all of them, as you can see, there's 2 full pages of them, and some of these really suck. Some of them really suck. Makes you wonder how Mr. Game & Watch did anything. I'm gonna get a keyblade that's fully powered up. I don't remember what that means. What does it mean? And fully power up a keyblade? I can synthesize the ultima weapon. Which, I mean, you know, ultima weapon? Ultima weapon looks so cool, dude. It looks so cool. And get sword at level 99, which isn't really that hard if you're doing everything else. As you can see, I got him up at level 99 on the 7th. That took like a couple weeks because, you know, I had to beat the game first. So, 26 is when I beat the game. So that was what, like 9 days later, I think? So it doesn't take very long, especially when you're doing everything else. But some of these, how many I get that? I get that a couple days later, wow. Oh no. No, I get that like earlier. What's the level 99 thing one of the last things I did? It was August 7th. There's no way that was like the last thing, right? Wow! Okay. 12:08 a.m. Okay. Do you guys see how long I play games sometimes? I play games very long. Like, this was way back in the day where I would play for like 4 to 8 hours a day. I don't really do that anymore. Mostly because, you know, I watch Nimmy and other people. But also because, you know, I feel like streaming for 4 to 8 hours every single day is not very good. Honestly. It's not very conductive at getting things done. So it's why I limit myself to like 3 to 4 hours a day instead. Remember, everything in moderation. If you do it too much, you're gonna burn out. And I do believe I was starting to burn out of streaming and just doing videos in general around this time frame. Because I was doing so much of it every single day. And then there's this, which was the DLC stuff. As you can see, I did all of this. This was with the Day of Battles. Of course I had to get this for Day of Battles, so this was also the extra stuff for the main story, which is what this was. This was I don't know what One Darkness is. One Darkness? Oh, gotta beat one of these guys. I beat all 13. So I beat one on the 8th, and then it took me a couple days to beat everyone else. So I will say, I remember this being one of the I remember this being harder than Kingdom Hearts 2 by far. I actually have a video of a supercut of all 13 fights on the channel. I was gonna do a Let's Look stream at that video, just to analyze how the fights go. I don't remember the fights anymore though, That's why I never did it. So, I don't know if I'm ever gonna do that, but it's there on the table. If I ever need something to do, I have that video to look at these fights. Because I'm gonna tell you, some of these fights are insane. Some of them are, like, not super hard, but some of them are just like, what do you expect most normal players to do here? I can't really consider myself a normal player. I really can't. Considering some of the stuff I've done, I can't really consider myself a normal player. I mean, you've seen, well, I don't know how many of you watch me, but most people that have watched me over the years know exactly the kind of stupid stuff I've done. It's the kind of stuff that normal people don't do, like, at all. So, seeing any normal people do this, especially on critical mode, keep in mind, I was on critical mode when I did all of this. So, that just makes it even more difficult. Actually, I don't know if critical mode matters for, these guys. I don't think difficulty matters at all when you do these fights. I think they're always the same difficulty. Yosora, I actually had to look up a video on how to fight. Because Yosora is weird. Like, you have to do specific things at specific moments during his attacks to break him immediately, or, well, I say break, but, stun him immediately, or, you know, to avoid his stuff. And some of it is so precise that it's like, if you mess up even once, you're not getting that instant break. And you want those instant breaks, because this fight gets stupid. Especially when you get him down to half health, and he starts acting in, red slashes, which you cannot block, so you have to avoid those. While paying attention to where the blue is, while paying attention to when you can do what you need to do. And the worst part is, if you have a Moogle charm, or whatever it was, a Moogle coin, and he uses this little, item suck thing, he could probably steal that Moogle coin. And if he steals that Moogle coin and he dies, he will actually revive with half his health again. Which is like, why is that a thing that can happen? But why? That is such a jerk move by Square to do. So you basically have to do the Yosora fight without a revive. Some of these I did have a revive for, which, I hate using revives, but like, it helped, it did help. Yosora, you don't really want to revive for. Because if you do, then, you're gonna get screwed very, very hard if he steals it. And then there's, these two, which, I'm not gonna do those. I'm not. Because I think you have to do the entire game with, pro codes on, which is stupid. It makes the game even harder than it has any rights to be. And you also have to do some of these in order to get some of those levels that you need. And it's like, bro, what? So there's a reason why I did not do these two. So Kingdom Hearts 3 is never going to be 100%ed by me. Because screw these two. Now, if, and I know this will never happen, if a Hollow member were to do this particular challenge, then I would have no choice but to, you know, take up the challenge. But considering it's Kingdom Hearts and, you know, they have rules. I highly doubt any of the Holo members are ever gonna do this, so, you know, I don't think this is ever gonna be done. But still, this is not bad. I almost fully 100% of Kingdom Hearts 3 back in the day. It's just those two trophies are really, really dumb. So let's move on to Final Fantasy 15. As you can see, there's a lot of Final Fantasy 15 stuff. A lot of multiplayer stuff that will never be done. Because, you know, online doesn't, you know, exist. Online doesn't exist for this game at all, I believe. So let's take a look at the base game. When did I play this game? I played this on the 21st. So I played this shortly after Kingdom Hearts 3. About a month after Kingdom Hearts 3. So how long did it take me to beat the game? I started on the 30th. So that would be 31st. So we'll add 2 days. So 2 days. So it took me 16 days to beat the game. 16 days. That's not bad, really. When you think about it, 16 days to beat Final Fantasy 15 is pretty good, honestly. I don't know what trophy I'm missing. I will have a look. So the game, Final Fantasy 15 is not a hard game. Once you get the ring of Lucay, it becomes easy mode. Especially if you have the Royal Edition. The Royal Edition or the latest update of Final Fantasy 15 makes the Ring of Lucay broken. It makes it really, really dumb. But yeah, like, I didn't really have that much difficulty with this game at all. Ifrit, you will fight at the end of the game, so you're gonna, you know, normal difficulty. No more difficulty modes? Guys, there were difficulty modes in Final Fantasy 15? I don't remember there being difficulty modes. Huh. Drove the Regalia, which, you know, you're gonna drive the Regalia. It's gonna happen. Ride the Chocobo. Do you ever really need to ride the Chocobo at any point? I think you don't. But, I mean, there's no reason not to ride the Chocobo. It's just faster. Flew the Regalia. This one, you never ever have to get the Regalia Hype F, I think. But it is needed to get to a couple optional places. But I don't think you actually need the Regalia Hype F like ever for the main story. This one, I mean, you're gonna have this done normally. This one, I think this one might be a little bit difficult. If I recall, there's a couple of the Royal Arms in a couple relatively annoying dungeons. I think, if I recall. I think one of them was the 100th floor dungeon. Was one of them in the 100th floor dungeon? I don't remember what it was called. It was like Clockwork something or another, right? You're gonna get this, you're gonna get this, you're gonna get this. Oh. Okay. I understand why I didn't 100% this game. So, anyone that knows me knows that I don't like doing fishing minigames. I hate it in Breath of Fire. I hate it in Hollow Cure. I mean, Hollow Cure is more interesting and fun, but I still didn't like doing fishing. I hate it in Ocarina of Time. I was like, no, I don't want to do fishing. I think the one game that made me absolutely hate fishing minigames was Digimon World 1. Because screw doing fishing in that game. Oh my god, I hated doing fishing. Survival level? So these are all just like increase all of the specific levels, which, I mean, it's not very hard to do. Okay, so there's a max fishing level. Of course there is. So there's 2 trophies I can do. Again, you max out like all the other stuff. So you max this out for Gladio, max this out for Pravgo, max this out for Ingus. Ingus? Ignis, not Ingus. Again, you get a whole bunch of like very easy stuff, which, I mean, you're gonna get all of these very, very easily. There's a lot of very easy ones. This one is complete RNG. This is complete RNG. I was gonna do a compilation video for this game, if I recall, but like, getting some of these things to show up is a nightmare. It sucks so hard. And Justice Monsters was, I think that's the pinball minigame, right? Yeah, this one wasn't really very entertaining. Like, pinball minigames, do people like pinball? I mean, pinball isn't bad, but like, I don't know, pinball games are kind of just, you know, especially if you're playing like Kirby Pinball or Mario Pinball Land, which, have fun with those. Gentiana, this one is like complete random. It's like she just shows up at random. Like, complete random. Why do I have so many images of Eries? What is wrong with me? Guys, why are there so many images of Eries here? It's supposed to be Iris, but like, you know. 1 side quest, 5. You're gonna be doing a bunch of side quests. I don't think there are 80, yes. I don't know if that's every single side quest in the game, but like, a lot of the side quests aren't really difficult. Now, the hunts, on the other hand, some of the hunts are, let's say, kinda annoying. You know, like the Agamantoys. So, before the Ring of the Loose Save buff even happened, the Agamantoys was like one of the worst super bosses in the Final Fantasy series. It was up there with Yosmit because it was super hanky, it hits very hard, it's just super hanky, and there's a chance that it could fling you out of the arena so far away that it will fully heal by the time you get back to it. Which is really, really dumb. The Ring of the Loose Save, you can use Death to defeat it. I think you could probably use Ultimate, I don't know, but Death is faster. But even with Death, it took like 10 minutes to kill it. It takes forever for this thing to die. And if you want to get every single thing in the game, you're probably going to refight Agamantoys a few times. And it's just awful. So yeah, I'm missing the fishing minigames. Getting all of this is not very difficult. Honestly, if I were to put like a difficulty level on this, I would probably put this at like a 5 out of 10. Like, a lot of this stuff is not very difficult to do at all for the base game. Did I do a difficulty for this? Yeah, I said it was like an 8 out of 10. So yeah, this is like a 5 out of 10 for the base game. Now, there's the update right here, which we'll get the update right now. as you can see, I did the update. So fun story. I did the higher game before I installed the update because I didn't realize I didn't have the update installed. So I beat the game and I'm like, wait, was there supposed to be extra stuff? The final area was not the real final area. So I installed the update and then I did the actual ending. It was a thing. It was like, wow, they really expanded on this final area because the final area, I forget the name of the place now, but like it was like massively expanded. There was like more than just Ifrit. It was Ifrit and then Oregon, I think, in the original version. And here you have like 8 boss fights. And a few optional stuff. So there was a full hit chain thing. Wow, there was only 2 things. So this one was like, I forget how you did this, but it wasn't very difficult. For some reason it's very rare, but it's not hard to do. It's just a bunch of timing. This though, anyone remember Melusine? I remember this fight taking me a little while ago. Melusine was like a very strict time-based fight. Like, you had to do things like almost perfectly to kill this boss. Because if you did not kill this boss before it hit gate time, she would just disappear and you failed the quest. And then you have to come back to this location at nighttime and fight her again. It sucked so hard. And you notice, it was on the 22nd I beat her. When did I beat this game? On the 14th. So the 14th is, the 15th, the 17th. I'm seeing what the very last one was. The 18th, the 20th. So the 20th so far is the latest one. So the 20th is the latest one. It took me 2 days after that to do Melusine. I think Melusine took me higher stream to do. Melusine just sucked. And here's the Royal Edition. Let's look at this. So, I didn't do all of this. Capture the Royal Vessel. Capture the Royal Vessel? What even was this? Oh yeah, Bismarck. Like, Bismarck just shows up at some spot. I don't remember how you did these. Also, as you can see, I never did these. I think the dialogue you had to go back and do, earlier chapters. So I'm like, I don't want to go back to earlier chapters. Are you kidding me? And this is how you get, Legacy of the Luce, I believe. Or the, Armature Unleashed. Cerberus was a special boss they added to, the final area. I think Cerberus was optional. Yeah, Cerberus was optional, I think. Cerberus wasn't really hard, if I recall. It was pretty cool to see him, though. It was like, wow, they actually added Cerberus in the game. Guys. Anyone who was there for this fight knows how painful this fight was. Anyone remember how painful this fight was? So, Omega took like almost no damage. Legacy of the Lucé's final hit heals Omega, because it absorbs all elemental attacks, which the final hit of Legacy of Lucé is. It's a holy attack. It's super hanky. It kills you in one hit, basically, all the time. You basically need to 99 Phoenix down. You have to be good at dodging. This fight took me 2.5 hours to do. It took 2.5 hours. I was so scared of losing, because I think I got down to like 10 Phoenix downs or something by the time I beat this boss. I was getting so scared of losing. This fight was so bad. It was so bad. And I don't even remember what you get for it. You get a rare medal, which, yippee, rare medal. But like, it was a cool callback to FF Fight, or FF5 Omega. You can use the FF5, battle theme, and it had a little bit of, Lenna's theme, too. But, like, this fight was just awful, dude. They made it way too hanky. I'm just glad we didn't have to fight the stupid old ancient fossil himself. If we had to fight that stupid bone-headed dragon, too, I would have been very upset. So, as you can see, there's not really that much here. I don't even know where this would have been, but like, I did not want to do this. So, I was missing a couple trophies here. I was missing a couple here. Not here. I was missing a couple here. So, there's 4 right there. Now, the episodes are interesting, because they're not very long at all. This one, I don't know where all the columns are. Finding all the columns is like... Is this a guy getting it no moment? Because I don't remember finding some of these columns. I don't even remember where some of them are. This one's not that hard, I think. Trials on normal. This is what you're going to be playing on. These who suck. These who absolutely suck. This fight was honestly really hard. Like, all the optional boss fights in this game are pretty difficult. They really, really tested your knowledge of the game, and how well you play the game. And as you can see, this took like 5 minutes 33 seconds. But keep in mind, this was not a one and done. This took more than one try to do. I think the last fight was with Gilgamesh, too. So, like, yeah. Like, I did it all in one day. As you can see, I did do it all in one day. It did take, like, a couple hours to do. Maybe it took me longer than a couple hours. I don't know what time I started. Because the times that I started streaming were so random. Like, as you can see, I started this at, like, I don't know, 1:30 p.m. Like, I just started at random times. Like a prompto. I think this, I just didn't feel like doing all of this. Stealth killed, I mean, you're expecting me to stealth kill? So, Kaiser Behemoth was the super boss for this game. Actually, was it the super boss, or was it just like a really rare enemy? No, I think Aranea was the super boss, right? Yeah, Aranea was the super boss, I believe. Kaiser Behemoth was just like a really rare enemy that you had to find. Yeah, because I did this after Aranea. And also, look at the time. Look at what time I started all of this. This was so late at night. Like, what the heck? Also, oh boy, time trials. I'm gonna leave that like Garlic Great. I am not a time trial person. Actually, I would think Garlic Great would hunt Final Fantasy 15. Maybe he would. So yeah, honestly, thinking about it, I would say I gave this one a 5 out of 10. I would say if you include all of the episodes as well, I would actually bump this up in a 7 out of 10. Because some of these are ridiculous, like Omega and Melusine are kind of ridiculous. And then beating some of these super bosses of the episodes are also kind of ridiculous. I don't... Oh yeah, I wouldn't be able to do this anyways because I don't have online for PlayStation 4. So I wouldn't be able to do these multiplayers. See, this is the problem with having trophies associated with online. Some people are never going to be able to do them. Like me. So I almost did all of Ignis. I feel like I could have done some of this stuff if I played longer. But I just didn't feel like, you know, grinding these out. And I'm not going to reinstall Final Fantasy 15 just to grind these out. Because I don't think that would be very interesting to watch. Collecting all documents. So, I think this one, you had to do a specific route in order to unlock the extra chapter. Which was a pain in the butt. So basically, this is Ignis beating Oregon, so that Noctis never, you know, had to go through what Noctis did. And then this one, this freaking side quest, or a super boss rather. Oh my god, look at how long it took me. It was a 20-minute fight. This was a hard fight, dude. This was such a difficult fight, and it bugged out. I won by it bugging out. Noctis was literally one hit away from dying, and the game was bugging out. I think I even have a clip of it too, like the camera freaked out, like somehow it reloaded the area. And I'm like, huh? And then I came back and Ignis died. And then I came back to life and then I killed Noctis. I was so confused. I'm like, Nani? What is even happening? But yeah, this fight is hard, dude. Noctis is a hard fight. And I don't know how you're meant to deal with Noctis to this day. And then there's people who do this super fast, and I'm like, how? How do you do this super fast? So yeah, I'm missing like the easier ones. Like these should be pretty easy to do. It's just that I didn't feel like grinding them. So they're never gonna get done. 69% done. You can do the meme yourself. You can do the meme yourself. And this one was an interesting, a very interesting episode. Also, man, let me tell you something. Learning about Oregon's, story, you kind of feel bad for Oregon. Like, this is a villain where it's like, okay, you know what? Most villains are kind of just jerks and just, you know, they just want to destroy everything or just become rulers, or, you know, they've been misguided, like, say, Sephiroth, who, you know, is kind of out there. Or, you know, you have someone who's a case of unfortunate events, like Kefka, or, you know, Kuja. But then there's Argon, and it's like, bro, like, I understand why Argon's the way he is, and, like, you kind of feel bad for the dude. Like, is what he's doing right? I mean, destroying people is never a good thing, overall. But, like, you can't fault the guy. You really cannot fault Argon for what he did. Like, they wrote him so well in this game. Like, in the main game, he was still a pretty good villain, but learning about his backstory made me like Argon a lot more. Like, honestly, I think he's one of my favorite Final Fantasy villains, in all honesty. Like, I think he's one of the best of Final Fantasy villains. Because he's one of those villains that you can actually sympathize with, and it's like, okay, yeah, I have to stop you. I understand why you're doing what you're doing, but I still have to stop you. And here's the other kicker. He still won in the end. At the end of the day, he still accomplished what he wanted to do. So, like Kefka's another one who accomplished what he wanted to do, but he still, you know, failed at the end. He didn't accomplish exactly what he wanted to do. Argon did. Yeah, Argon does get taken down by Noctis, but he still did what he set out to do. So, like, yeah, Argon is a great villain, and he's also silly. He's a silly Billy. And I believe this one, yeah, the final fight was against, I don't know who the final fight was. Oh, no! You played this, you played the final fight as Argon. You know, when you, fight Argon with Argon versus Noctis, you do it on Argon's side. And then eventually you fight, like, Noctis, Prompto, Ignis, and Gladiolus. That gets really, really hard. It gets super hard. But, like, and it's interesting to think about because I don't think those guys were around and helped fight Argon with Noctis. They were not around. So this is like an alternate timeline thing. Also, notice the times. Again, the times are like so random. Hot ranking. This is the only trophy I never got. I never got this because, you have to basically speedrun the game, and it's kind of hard to do. It's kind of sad that a lot of these trophies are not 100% done because I'm one or two off. And some of them, I don't know if I can do. Is this getting all the hats? Mug! Okay, cool. He can mug. So yeah, I would give this a 7 out of 10 in terms of difficulty. Because, so, a lot of it's not super hard. But when it gets hard, it does get really hard. It really gets hard. Especially if you're throwing the episodes and the Royal Edition stuff. Those optional fights are so freaking difficult, dude. Like, I actually did struggle on a lot of those fights. Alright, give me just a second. I'm gonna double check a couple things real quick. I need to make sure that Ganimi's not streaming. Is Ganimi streaming? Nimi, are you streaming? Okay. I do not see anything. Give me just a second, and I will find out. Wow. Guy in Nerdhood is still, doing a Nuzlocke challenge. You are nuts, my dude. You are absolutely nuts for doing a, Nuzlocke. I see nothing. Jesus, Bijou? 14-hour stream? Good God. I think Bijou really likes, Expedition 33. Alright, so now we got a King's Hail, Final Fantasy 15, which I did after, Final Fantasy 15. So this is like I guess you could call it like a beat-em-up with, Regis, which is Noctis's, dad. It's like a storybook of Hail thing. As you can see, I was missing, some things. I guess I could have done this. Like, some of these I probably could have done. Like, this one's not very hard, because this guy times in story mode. That's not hard. Doing this was actually very hard, if I remember. And this was actually super hard. I could not figure out how you were supposed to do every single move in one combo string. But overall, as you can see, defeat 1,000 enemies, let's just play a whole bunch. If you're wondering what it looks like, this is what it looks like. It's an interesting game. It's not a very long game either. So if you're looking for like a quick little, fun little Final Fantasy beat-em-up hype game, you can give this a try. I don't remember how expensive it is, but it's not a terrible game. It's also not very long, so, like, give it a try. Give it a try. Also, I'm gonna show you one of the most horrifying, versions of Ultros, like, dude, this Ultros is kinda terrifying. I'm not gonna lie, this Ultros looks freaking scary. Like, why is he so scary looking? Also, the fact that they brought Ultros here is interesting because he's not in Final Fantasy 15 at all. He's just in this game. But, like, look at him! Why is he so scary? He looks like something from a horror game. I'm gonna use the armature on Hanberry. What? Okay. I think Hogberries can one-hit kill you, too, if I recall. I don't know why that's a trophy. That doesn't seem hard. Oh, yeah, finish a dream battle in under 1 minute. Dream battles were, difficult. They were very, very difficult. This was also very difficult. Finish a dream battle without taking damage. I dream of awesome. Like, dude, not taking the damage was hard. Also, notice, I did this in 1:31. I was so close to getting the other trophy, I just couldn't do it, though. The Bonds of Battle. I think this is, summon everyone, right? No, oh no, you just summon someone. Detonate 3 bombs at the same time. And then these two, I don't know what the alternate story ending is. And this one's not super hard. Defeat 50 stinkers or needlers. I mean, it's... Oh, wait, is it deflect? Oh, it's deflect. That one's not hard. It's just timing. That's all it is. So, there's like 4 that I can do. 2 of which are like, probably not super hard to do. This one's probably the hardest. This one's also very hard, but probably very doable. So this one is not super hard to do all the things on. Some of them's very tricky, like this is tricky, this is tricky, this is kind of difficult. But yeah, overall, I would give this probably like a 5 out of 10. Maybe a 4 out of 10. But 5 out of 10 because some of these two in particular are going to be very difficult. Overall, not a very difficult game. And also not very hard to get all of the achievements, I think. Oh. Oh no. So we talked about Kingdom Hearts 3. So, this was after I did Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts 3 Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep Final Mix. I think I also did, did I do, Melody of Memory at this time, too? I think I did it before this. Melody of Memory. The copyright game. A game where you can't really stream it, because you're gonna get copyright claimed out the butt. I think I still streamed it though, but I had like mute sections. But I think I did this after that. So as you can see, I didn't really do very many things for this game. I was like, you know what? I do not care for this game. We got level 100 between Riku and Sora. That's not very hard to do. Get level 50 on one, level 50 on another, there you go. You're gonna drop 100 times, that's gonna happen. This is probably very easy to do too. Do a dive without taking damage. I mean, you're just gonna alternate between characters until you get this. Not that hard, really. Before an A rank dive, also not very difficult. 100% in combat. This is all like the journal stuff, which, I mean, you know, journal stuff is whatever. Did I buy this online, or do I have the game itself? I think I have the game itself. But ultimately, like, I don't really feel like going back to this game. I mean, if people want me to do Platinum Sundays again, let me know. I might put a poll up. I'll probably put a poll up to see if people want me to do Platinum Sundays again. And, or, you know, maybe I'll see if, I'll put up a post on, Twitter and YouTube, and if it gets to, like, a certain amount of likes, then maybe I'll break that. Maybe, like, 10,000 likes or something. Which, I don't see it ever happening. But, like, if it gets, like, 10,000 likes, then I'll bring back Platinum Sundays. Because I'm gonna be real, Platinum Sundays is a chore. It's very difficult, it's very mind-numbing, and I don't know if I can make it very interesting, but, you know, if people want to see it, I can bring it back for 10,000 likes. Maybe not 10,000 likes on this stream, though. I don't think that's ever gonna happen. I don't know, maybe if I get, like 50,000 views on this stream. That's never gonna happen. But if I get like 50,000 views on the stream, or 10,000 likes on the Twitter post, or YouTube post, then maybe I'll bring back Platinum Sunday. Is it unreasonable? Yeah! Yeah! That just goes so, if you really want it, you'll do it, and you'll make me suffer. You want to make me suffer, right? Right? Please don't make me suffer. I don't know, I'll talk to, like, people about what would be a reasonable goal, but I might put it up for consideration. Purchase at every Moogle shop. I mean, that's not hard to do. You just gotta go to all the Google shop. Obtain all commands and all recipes. I think that's do the Dream Eater board, which, I mean, Obtain all dream pieces. What the heck was dream pieces? That was doing all the link portals. Okay, I think that's all the link portal stuff. And this is the story stuff. Okay, so I started on the 21st, or 6/12/2021. This is when I started. How long did it take me to beat the game? Well, it took me 8 days, give or take. 8 days to beat the game. That's not too bad for a Kingdom Hearts game on critical mode. Flick Rush? Oh, it's this. Right, it was like the arena fight. I did not really care much for the arena fight. I really did not. Light Cycle. Oh, I don't think I ever went back to do any of these mini games. I was like, yeah, no, I don't want to do these mini games. I mean, I did the Light Cycle. I guess I must have liked the Light Cycle one. Oh, I remember this Light Cycle. Okay, yeah, this Light Cycle was kind of rough. I don't think I really cared about those. A party with 3 spirits. Training away. Oh, this is for all the spirit stuff, yeah. I didn't really care about doing all the spirits. I think there's max out and install all support and spirit abilities. 5 for more enemies. This is using specific specific commands. I think this is just use code breaks. And then more specific commands. There's a lot of specific commands that they wanted you to do. Give me a second. Okay, there is going to be a stream, so I will be stopping at some point. And we might do another stream of this later, because I'm actually interested myself in looking at all of these. Yeah, look at all of these, look at all of these very specific ones. All chains with a single... What? All special portals, all special portals. This was do all special portals. I like how I get all the special portal stuff. Like, I get all the special fights in, like, the same day, actually, it looks like. And then I get all the special portal objectives, and I get all of it with Riku and Sora. So I get all of these, which are, like, ultra rares. But I decided not to do, like, spirit stuff, mini games. I just didn't care. Like, I was not a big fan of Dream Drop Distance. I think I also got really tired of the game by the time I got to Julius. Because, oh my god, Julius was so bad. But, you know, Balloon. The Balloon spells were so good. Balloon is so broken. And then we get Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep. Yeah, I did buy this copy because I played this. So, wow, 99.9% common. How is this not 100%? Who did not start the game? So there's a 0.1% who did not even start the game, I guess. They installed the game, but they never actually, you know, played it. Get on it, people! So, I think I did all of this in one... Yeah, I did this all in one day. It took me about 3 hours to do. It's not a very long game. We opened all the chests. I did not complete all the objectives. So we beat the game without having to retry or continue, which is honestly a challenge in itself. It was a challenge in itself to do this without dying or continuing. This one, easy. This one, easy. This one, I mean, I'm always going to be doing a critical mode. So, I mean, you know. This one, I think, is very easy. Very easy. And, I mean, you're going to be walking a long way. Apparently, my screenshot is gone here. I don't know what happened. No, I think it corrupted the screenshot. So, I don't know what I was missing here. I'm missing one trophy. What did I not do? It was an objective I never did? So, let me go back real quick. I didn't rate this. So, if I recall, this is like a 6 out of 10. I don't know how hard a lot of achievements are. But for what I did, a lot of the stuff's not really that difficult. So, I would give this a 6 out of 10. This is like a... I mean, you see how many I got in one day, right? I mean, there was this that was in a couple days later. But, like, I did this in, like, 2 streams. So, like, it's probably, like, a 3 out of 10. Maybe a 2 out of 10. It was not a very hard game. And it's not very hard to do all of this. I don't know what this is, though. But yeah, this is like a 2 or 3 out of 10. It's not very difficult. So, World of Final Fantasy. This is a game that people rip on a lot, and I don't know why. Honestly, I thought it was a good game. It is an intro of Final Fantasy. Yes. It's a better intro of Final Fantasy than Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. Is it a hard game? Not really. Now, if you're doing the true ending, then yes, it becomes stupidly hard for no reason, and I don't understand why. So, as you see, I did get the true ending. It took a little bit of time to do. Because, you had to, like, do specific things to do the true ending, if I recall. I think all you had to do was say no or something. I don't remember. But, we started it on the 3rd. We got the true ending on the 12th. So, it was 9 days, really, to do that. Which isn't that bad. Technically, it took like 5 days to beat the game. So, it's also not a super long game. Like, if you're just playing a game, like, days, like, in a row... And, like, this game's not very long. 5 days, maybe a week, perhaps, to beat the game, if you're playing it non-stop. It's not very difficult. Now, note, I start at around 4 o'clock, probably. Okay, these are not based on the, chapters, I think. I don't think these are all based on the chapter. Because that's 7-3, yeah. So, a lot of these are just gonna happen as the game progresses. That's how a lot of trophies happen, is they just happen when it progresses. They're usually the bronze trophies. Sometimes the gold or silver will also happen during just playing the game. Because a lot of these are like, yep, I'm gonna record a whole bunch of, I'm gonna capture a lot of, guys. You're probably gonna end up getting this just by playing the game normally. This one, I am missing, like, one. And that's ultimate weapon, if I recall. And ultimate weapon is, like, so dumb to get. I don't understand how to get them. But yeah, ultimate weapon is the final one I was missing. So if I ever come back to this game, that's like one of the only things I have left to do, I think. It's just that. The Mirage board is not very difficult. You just, you know, level them up. Not very hard. And you gotta do this for like every Mirage, I think. Or a lot of Mirages. I think you can get copies of characters and then just level them up all the way. So you get like copies of like very early Mirages and then just level them up and then boot them out, etc, etc. Or, you know, just get like a bunch of unique Mirages and just level them up. The champion medals are for transforming into the FF characters, if I recall. So you would get them for like Cloud, Tifa, etc, etc, if I recall. And you would it's not hard to get them all. I do know there's one for Sora and Balthier, but I think you cannot get them at all, even through DLC anymore. I think the Sora one you can't get at all from DLC anymore. These are just gonna get normally. You're gonna get this normally. This is one that I missed. Because I think there's one chest somewhere in the world that I missed. And I would have to go through the game again to find it. And I'm very upset that this is a thing that happened. This one might be a little bit difficult. Because if I recall, some of the Merc Rift Mirages are a little bit rough. But they're still not super hard, in my opinion. Like a secret area in every dungeon. I mean, it's a gold. It's not... Actually, it is, like, hard. It's harder than a silver, so... a lot of these are not super hard. The intervention fights can be hard. If I recall, I think one of them is, I don't remember the intervention fights. I don't remember them, really. I can't really comment on that. I think just fulfilled, like, all of the Houndspeople's requests. Fight the Golden Flame. A lot of these are just optional side quests, which, I mean... A lot of these are not super difficult, you know. You just fight them. And then you'll just get all of these trophies. This one, I don't remember if this is a, you have to fight, Hamano Hime to get, or if it's a, you get this through the main story. I don't remember. This one is silly because you have to use Lon to defeat the boss because she's afraid of men. She's very afraid of men. And then you fight the undead princess like multiple times. Not very difficult. I think she powers up, but it's not hard. And then you have to beat the Princess Goblin using Warrior of Light's medal. A lot of these are not very difficult, in all honesty. This one takes a lot of time. And I think you have to fight Omega and Ultima Weapon in here. And those guys are kind of rough. They're probably one of the hardest things about the game outside the true ending fight. And this is the special dungeons that are DLC, I think, or a later update, where you go in like 3 of them, And one of them you have to fight Garlandon with the 4 fiends. These are basically FF1 inspired dungeons. Garland is a little bit rough, not gonna lie. Garland is a little bit tough. And XG, which is a reference to Xenogears, if people don't know. I thought about playing Xenogears, but I don't know if Xenogears is a game that people are interested in. XG was not hard, but he is challenging. And then you get, like, mini-games, which is like, you know, mini-games. A whole bunch of mini-games. You just play the mini-game, and, you know, some of these mini-games are not very difficult. Like Sandstalker, not very difficult. Just play them a whole bunch, and you will get trophies. But yeah, like, some of these are... Actually, I think the hardest... Yeah, the hardest one is definitely this one. And, this one. The ones that I did not get. Because getting... I'm a weapon is hard. Getting Omega, kinda hard. I don't remember if you have to capture XG or not. But, like, some of these are pretty hard to get. And just finding all the chests. Like, I hate when games have this as an achievement. Especially if there's areas you cannot go back to. And it's like, oh man, I missed one chest in an area I can't go back to. I guess I'll never get this trophy unless I redo the entire game again. I hate when games do that. I really, really hate when games do that. Not gonna lie. I really, really hate when games have this trophy. So overall, in terms of difficulty, this was a like 5 out of 10, I think. This was an 8 out of 10, like a 5 out of 10, like a 3 out of 10, like a 7 out of 10, like a 2 out of 10. I would give this one a... What do I give this one? I would give this one a... like a 4 or 3 out of 10. It's not difficult to get a lot of these trophies. It's just those 2 trophies in particular are probably what's going to block you from 100%ing the game, more than likely. I must have been doing a whole bunch of, a lot of Final Fantasies in a row at this time. Ignore Diablo. I don't own Diablo. This was another one of those I played with friends a long time ago. So, wait, I 100%ed this game? Okay. I do not remember 100%ing this game. Because I didn't do everything in this game. I didn't get every ultimate weapon. What? I 100%... Okay. So I started this on probably the 17th. Wow, yeah, you remember what I said about streaming for like 4 to 8 hours a day? You remember me saying that? Look at that. There's like 3.5 hours, and this was like almost 4 hours. It was good. No, this was 3 hours. I guess I did still do about 3 or 4 hours, but you know. These are all easy. You just go through the game, you know. And you will get, wow, this game really only ate me 4 days to beat. It's not a very long game at all. So this is just do fights solo, I believe. I believe this is just do a fight solo. And I think this is, I hate when it just tell you how to do achievements. It says you only have one. You know what? I'm gonna look some of this up. Let me look up some of these, because, Final Fantasy Hype 0 HD Trophy Guy. Let me see what some of these are. I'm gonna go here and see what this is. So, an army of one is beat a mission with only one character in your party. A lonely battle is do it with only 2. And this is do it with only 3. And this one is just a pain in the butt. You have to get like A rank in 3 different missions, which don't let people die, the amount of time it takes to complete, and the amount of gamma you harvest or objectives completed for city liberation missions. And can do this without anyone dying. No cadet must die. This one's not too difficult if you're good at specific characters. Like, I'm better with Ace. I'm a lot better with Ace than I am with a lot of other characters. I remember that. And this is just, okay, harvest gamma, that's not hard. You get Eidolon, that's not hard. Find 6 Eidolons, not that hard. Kill site's not hard. Defeat X enemies, not hard. Defeat Imperial soldiers, not hard. Complete an SO, which I think is a side op, maybe. Like, a lot of these are not difficult. You're gonna do these normally. This one might be the scariest one, but it's also not hard. Again, you know, dodge 500 attacks, clear 3, clear 15. Avoid the penalty for failing an SO. What's the SO? I don't remember. Let me find out. Oh, they're like, oh yeah, they're secret, secret options. So some of them is like very easy, like land 10 hits in 60 seconds. So they're random what you will get. And if you get like an easy one, then like that trophy's like very easy. And then just like get these, which is not hard. Get the airship. Apparently it's super hard. Why is this so hard? Why is Setzer so hard to find? Setzer, why are you so difficult to find? Oh, and it's a missable. Oh god, there are missable trophies, so you can miss this one. Okay, so you can miss trophies. You know what I hate with this trophy system? Is how many of them can be missed. You can miss this. You can miss this if you don't get, this. And I think you need the Setzer if you're gonna do, some of the other, trophies. And you need to do both these before, Chapter 7. Chocobos, not very hard to do. These are also not hard to do. I think a lot of these, missions are actually missable once you hit a certain point in the game, but some of these you should be able to get before then. Secret training session, not hard. Defeat 20, defeat 100. Liberate a fish in all cities. This one could be a little tricky. I do remember this one being a little bit hard. Because some of these are like, oh my god, they're just all over the place. But I think you want to do that so you can, unlock every shop and stuff. This one, not hard. Not very difficult. I don't remember what prime means. What does prime mean? What does the prime mean? Oh, those are the ones that are like highlighted in yellow. So finish mission that's only with those characters. That's not too bad. I gotta blow up a fuel egg. Search grease soldiers. Like, some of these are not very difficult. I am so surprised that there's not a thing for fighting not Susaku. Or doing the Power of a Geo. They're not listed. Really? Overall, I'm looking at this, and if I 100% of this, I guess it's not hard to 100%, but like, looking at this, it seems like it's very easy to 100%. Like, the hardest one, I mean, I'm looking and all of these are not really that hard. This might be the hardest one if you don't know how to find it. But like, everything else is like, not hard. At all. Wow. Okay. So looking at the achievements for Final Fantasy Type 0, it looks like I would give it like a 3 out of 10. Maybe a 4 out of 10. It does not seem like it's very hard at 100%. Judging by, you know, how I 100% of this, and I don't even remember doing it. So, this is one of the easier ones, alongside, like, probably this one, King's Hail, and Final Fantasy VII Remake are probably 3 of the easier ones to 100% so far. So, I didn't play King of Fighters 14 very long. Keep in mind, King of Fighters 14, this was around the time that I was doing all the KOFs. I didn't really care to do all of the extra stuff. So if Platinum Sunday ever comes back, this is gonna be a thing. This is gonna be a thing. Weep, scream, and die. Yeah, this is gonna be, this is gonna take a while to do all of this, looking at this. And look, it's online stuff, which I can't even do. Can't do online stuff at all. And like half of this is online. So like, the difficulty becomes question mark because it depends on if you have the online or not. I mean, some of this looks like it might be hard, like win 10 matches without losing a round. It's just in like, I mean, that might not be hard if you do this in CPU fights and second like CPU 1. Which, I mean, if you could do that, it doesn't say you have to do story mode. It doesn't say you have to do story mode. And I don't even remember getting SS rank. Like, how did I get SS rank? Like, really? I got SS rank? And I think I got SS rank at the same time as this. So KOF 14, I don't know if I really want to do again. Like, at all. I mean, a lot of this stuff wouldn't be hard, because you can just turn the difficulty down for, like this. Just do the difficulty. Just turn it down. But doing all teams is like, ugh, that's such a grind. Meanwhile, okay, with 15, what's happening here? Oh yeah, Harry just kicked him. Apparently, they buffed the final boss of this game, so the final boss is apparently a lot more difficult now. With 3 official teams, now they're making you do official teams. Story mode with all random characters. And apparently I got SS here. Herons was too good, dude. Herons was too good. Excludes PvP. 50 or more combos in a single combo. What? How? How does that work? Oh look! Onlines! Look at all this oh my god. Dude. Is all of this like online? Okay, some of this is not online. Climax? What the hell is a climax? I don't remember where Climax Super is. That shows how long ago it's been since I played this. And then it's just like do 20 of these things, which, I mean, you know, apparently I get 10 reversals. It looks like I get it with Athena, which, I mean, Psycho Sword. Counter throws? What? Counter throws? Okay. So, I did this back at 2022. I was, at one time, going to get serious about playing KOF. But, A, learning 3 different characters was a lot. B, at the time, I was very, very much not into the idea of learning combos. And I'm still not a very big combo person. I'm a lot better about it now. But I still don't like trying to do combos very much. And C, and most importantly, I don't have online. So I wouldn't have all that training for nothing, really. So I cannot rank any of this because, like, I don't know how difficult most of the stuff's gonna be, in all honesty. And as you can tell, I didn't do any of the achievements here. The score won 1 million points. So I'm assuming this is beat the game with that many points. And that goes online, which, again, that's never gonna happen. So I think we're gonna call it there for today. So we did what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Technically 11 games if both these 3 were kind of, you know, not fair. I don't even know how you're supposed to get the 1 million points because AI and SNK games are mean. So next time it looks like we're going to be getting some interesting games coming up. Some very, very interesting games. Do you guys remember some of these games? So we will be back to this another time, which means I'm going to have to remake that thumbnail for another time. Anyways, I will say, until next time, everyone, whenever that may be, we will take a look at more trophies and achievements another day. because I think this is interesting to look at. And I'm curious, what's everyone's opinions on trophies and achievements, and what is the hardest trophy you have ever done? Whether it's on PS4 or Steam. Don't worry, we will get to my Steam at some point. And that... oh boy, you're gonna love that. Oh boy, are you gonna love that. So, we will be back this another day. I will have hate rolls. So now, I got Void Gets. I got this. Well, this is gonna fall under Satsu, so there's Void Gets, and then there's Satsu between achievements, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Digimon, and Zelda. So there's a lot of Satsus to go through. This is just getting added to the pool because I think this is interesting to look at. So yeah, do let me know what you guys think of achievements and trophies. Tell me what your hardest one is that you got. What's your favorite trophy? What game did you 100%? Or what games, I should say. Whether it's on PS4 or Steam. And if you want me to bring back Platinum Sundays, try to get this stream to... you know what? I'm going to say 10,000 likes. 50,000 likes is unreasonable. 10,000 is still a lot. But I'm also going to make a YouTube post and a Twitter post. And if those also get 10,000 likes... so here's the thing. 10,000 likes on the Twitter post, YouTube post, or this stream. One of those three hits 10,000... I will bring back Platinum Sundays. How about that? So, with that, tomorrow we will be doing Legacy of Lunatic Kingdom on Extra Mode, because I have not had any time to do that game whatsoever. Monday will be Devil May Cry 5. Tuesday will be Metal Gear Solid 5 later in the day, because I got things to do. Wednesday will be Guilty Gear Accent Core Plus R with Hate. Thursday will probably be the finale of Devil May Cry 5. I don't think I'm going to finish it on Monday. And then Friday will be more Metal Gear Solid 5. And next Saturday, who knows what's coming up? Who knows what the Satsu will be? Can you believe half the year is already gone, guys? I cannot believe half the year is already gone. Anyways, I will catch you all on the flip side of Void. You all have a great day. And if you want, catch Nimmy here in 20 minutes with some Elden Ring. Check her out, if you will. I will catch you all later. Have a great day. And remember, 10,000 likes on either the Twitter, YouTube posts, or this video or vlog, if you want me to bring back Platinum Sunday. Alright, I will catch you all on the flip side of the Void.